In today's video, I'll be discussing why Dead Matter means the end for Rust. Since 2013 when it was released, Rust has been going strong in the gaming industry, mainly due to a combination of regular updates combined with a truly unique player community. This in turn led to many YouTubers playing Rust for content, which compounded the previous effects, leading to a glorious spiral of popularity for the game. However, with the most recent updates being more unpopular with the Rust community, partially due to the introduction of vehicles, making top tier players overpowered in comparison to those who have just loaded into a server, a new game of a similar style being released is the last thing the developers of Rust need, and fate, being the cruel bitch she is, Dead Matter came out of the woodwork. A multiplayer survival game which has players spawning in on a server with nothing, Dead Matter has players securing bases and gathering equipment. The premise of the game is doing everything Rust is doing, but better. The vehicles in the game require rare fuel, have speed limits, and can be easily sabotaged. As well as this, the fighting and movement mechanics are vastly superior to those in Rust, as would be expected from a game that is released 7 years later. And of course, there is Dead Matter's crown jewel, zombies. Now, experienced players can be at just as much risk as newer players due to the hordes of undead covering the map. Not to mention the fact that this will lead to newer, more creative styles of player combat. It also makes bases far more important, as if another player is attacking your base, they are at far more risk from any zombies attracted by the sound than you are, safely behind your walls. I personally am very excited to see what players do with zombies in order to impact the game. For example, a player with little or no loot get in a fight with more geared players, and as long as they have somewhere safe to escape to, they can watch the zombies take care of their opponents before sweeping in to take the loot. As if it needed any more, Dead Matter also has a fully fleshed out survival system, complete with hunger, thirst, and the suggestion of temperature and radiation coming in the future. Players can hunt, skin, and cook animals, as well as use a complete farming system in-game. If you compare this to Rust, which only released farming in its latest update, and essentially has a snowball mechanism, by which the more the players plant, the more seeds they get, leading to players with boxes upon boxes of food. It really isn't much of a competition between these two games. Another factor in which Dead Matter will be superior is the base system within the game. In Rust, you could place down walls for your base however you want, which just led to players honeycombing a few small rooms over and over, so that the only way you can get in was by mass producing explosives. Dead Matter has made a smarter decision in my opinion, by instead having buildings already within the game that you can claim and customise. Each building will have its own strengths and weaknesses, among them being power supply, size, amount of entrances, location on the map, stories, and so on. This means players will have to pick carefully before setting up their base in order to get one that is in line with their playstyle. And it will again lead to more creativity from players when they're attacking each other's bases. And as if this wasn't all enough, Rust's most recent update has come with several bugs that mean many people that own and play the game cannot play on a server for long before they're disconnected or the game crashes. Due to this, many Rust players are actively looking for a new game to play, making this the perfect time for Dead Matter to be released. Dead Matter will be coming out in early 2021, but if you want to get the alpha version of the game, which will be released by the end of July, then you can still become a backer on their website. I'll link it in the description. Anyway, I hope you liked that video on why Dead Matter will replace Rust in the gaming community. If you did, please leave a like since I'm still growing this channel. And if you have any suggestions on how I can improve the quality of my videos, or what topics you'd like to see me cover, please comment them down below. I'll also link to my blog in the description, which has some exclusive interviews with game developers that are not on this channel, as well as game reviews and news in the gaming industry. Thanks.